Hello everyone. Good to see you all here again. Thank you for joining. This is the 11th of December on Saturday. Oh, how are you everyone? I hope you're having a great weekend today. So sorry I was late because I had a GTS class before this live stream starts. So it was a long session, almost 2 hours. So now I'm here on this live session. Okay, so today I haven't thought of what to talk about. So basically this is like open discussion. So I might check charts, I might reply your comments in chat and just do it for the next 1 hour or so. All right, so let's see who's here. All right, Carbon Fibonacci, good to see you. And Vapin, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. And Jalash, thank you for joining as well. And Arcadis, good to see you also. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Yeah, that's true. We're all from different parts of the world and talk about Ichimoku, talk about the same topic, and that's beautiful. All right, Aturusi Tarman, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. And Emeka, Eugene, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. Stay gold, Eugene. I like that stamp. All right, DJ Yadi, good to see you. Kenley, thank you for joining. And Saman, good to see you too. Esmeg, also great to see you from Belgium. Nice to see you. All right. Tyson Ong, good to see you too. And Bree, thank you for joining from Hawaii. Nice, Hawaii. I see beautiful pineapples. Nice, thank you for joining. Yeah, I visited Hawaii a couple of years ago. It was such a nice place. But unfortunately, it was raining. I think I went there in February or March, and it was raining, unfortunately. Still, it was beautiful. Beautiful ocean, beautiful mountain, and beautiful nature. All right, Patrick, good to see you. Thank you for joining. And Wong Alan, good to see you too. All right. I'm Recon. Good to see you from Indonesia. All right, good to see you. Thank you for joining. So yeah, I just wonder where are you from today. So if you can type, please type on the chat. Me here, I'm in Dubai right now. Originally in Japan, but since this July, I came to Dubai. So yeah, so basically this is an open discussion today. So we might check charts soon, but before that, we just want to have some open discussion, open conversation like this, just to get to know each other. All right, let's see. Free crypto mining for everybody. That's a nice name. All right, good to see you. Peter from Nigeria, all right. And Hanif from Barcelona. Okay, very nice. All right. Dijim Luis from USA, all right. Good to see you. Arcadis from USA, all right. Thank you for joining again. And James, good to see you. All right, all right. Miguel says, you should come to Georgia. Same time zone as Dubai. All right, yeah, thank you for the invitation. Yeah, I want to visit many countries. And that's one part of the reason why I came to Dubai, so that I can visit many more different countries. Because from Japan, almost all the countries are kind of too far. So now that I'm in Dubai, I can visit, many different countries. So hopefully the Omicron or the new variant can settle down soon so that we can travel again, like this. So thank you for joining everyone. Oh, wow, I see many more comments now. That's exciting. So let's see. All right, Ivan from Singapore, good to see you. And Lahang from Philippines, all right. All right. And Andre Van Bijon, greetings from South Africa, all right. Good to see you from South Africa. I heard the news that South Africa economy or the the cities are growing right now. The GDP is going up, so it's a very interesting city. All right, Miguel, good to see you from Portugal. Now living in Tbilisi, Georgia. All right, good to see you. All right, I'm not sure. I don't know so much about the Georgia, but after this live stream, I will search Google and look some pictures. All right, Eugene, thank you for joining. Aloha, all right, from Hawaii originally, but living in Missouri now. All right, good to see you. Yeah, Hawaii is such a beautiful place. I only went to the main island, but still it was beautiful. All right. Petano, he says, hello from Botswana. All right, good to see you. Thank you for joining. And Aturisitam, Mumbai, India. All right, good to see you. I visited Mumbai a couple of years ago also. It was during the Diwali festival. I visited there for 2 weeks and it was such a nice moment. Yeah, that was a business trip. I visited Mumbai. I think it was in the November or so, but still it was a bit hot. And Diwali festival was a light festival. So there are so many lights and fireworks in town and it was very beautiful. All right, Taro, good to see you from Senegal. All right, thank you for joining. Very nice to see here. And Ruel from Philippines. All right, good to see you. Andrew Love, hello from Singapore. All right, good to see you. And Vipin from India. All right, thank you for joining. All right, Viso Ketra. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Sorry about that. Viso Ketra from USA. All right, thank you for joining. And Gabriel from Singapore. All right. And I can't pronounce the Korean characters. I'm sorry. But hi from Seoul. Good to see you. Someone from Seoul. Thank you for joining. My wife was originally born in Korea, so I visited Korea many times. I have some friends in Korea also. Thank you for joining. All right, Wong Alan, thank you for joining from Singapore. All right. Yeah, Bree, you get some connection with Eugene, also from Hawaii originally, so that's nice. All right, Dijayadi, Indonesia, good to see you. Trader Steve, good to see you also. All right. Yeah, South Korea, Seoul. Yes. Yes. Yeah, recently I'm looking for a good restaurant, good Korean restaurant in Dubai. So if you happen to know, please let me know. I'm still looking for a good restaurant or some grocery stores from South Korea. All right, Alfonso, hello from Spain. All right, good to see you from Spain. Yeah, thank you for your invitation also. For sure, I will visit Spain in future days. Yeah, because I've been only, when I was originally born in Japan and studied in the US, of course, Japan, US, and also I visited India, Mumbai, and Thailand. Phuket, I went there for vacation. It was nice ocean and beach and islands, Phuket. And also I visited Korea, I visited Hong Kong and Dubai here. But I think that's pretty much it. I need to explore more in the world. You know, life is too short to explore many different countries. So especially after COVID, I can't visit many places as I used to be. So hopefully it settles down soon. All right, Kush and Dan, good to see you. All right, good to see you here. So this is an open discussion today, and I'm just asking everybody where they're from, and I get many reactions, so this is so nice. Sometimes I think this kind of live stream is good. You know, we can talk about the markets, but sometimes we talk about some different topics and just enjoy the weekends in this way. All right, Jalaj, thank you for joining from India. Namaste. All right, thank you for joining. on this live stream. Yeah, Jalaj is very, he writes me emails also, and he's very curious about Ichimoku and also about my strategy. So I appreciate your comments and also questions as usual. It's nice to see some enthusiastic traders in the community so that it brings us up to the next level. All right, Flyer, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Gerard, all right, thank you for joining from Canada. All right. Oh yeah, I visited Canada also. Sorry, I visited Canada. I was staying in Canada, Toronto for 2 weeks when I was high school. So I studied English over there for 2 weeks during summertime. I visited Niagara Falls and also some wineries. Although I wasn't able to drink some wines because I was a teenager, I enjoyed a field, nice big field in Toronto, winery, and also I went to a big zoo in Toronto. Yeah, I still remember the days. It was very nice. All right, someone from Dubai. All right, thank you for joining. Nice to see someone from Dubai also. Very good. All right. Yeah, Oahu is a main island. Yes. Yeah, I visited Waikiki also. Yeah, Oahu and Waikiki, I visited there. Yeah, Ala Moana shopping mall is like too many Asian people. Yeah, it's like it's a very popular for Japanese people also to visit. All right, Ray says, "Okay, hopefully when you come back to visit, it will be nice weather." Yeah. Hopefully. Next time, hopefully, I visit Hawaii again. Yeah, Miguel, yeah, Phuket is great. Phuket was such a nice place to visit. Yep. I stayed there for about like 2 weeks also. And did some snorkeling and some wind skydiving was also fun. Yeah. Nice activities. Arcadis says, this is like the United Nations of K. Wow, okay. UNK, right? Yeah, nice to see a group of people. Yeah, very nice. Thank you for joining. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate every time. Thank you for being so kind and honest also. Alright, Jasada says, hi Kay, I'm from Bangkok, Thailand. Alright, good to see you from Bangkok. I have a couple of friends who live in Bangkok and they always say that it's a nice place also. So I want to visit there someday. Rational, enjoy life with friends and families. Yeah, that's true. That's what we have to do. That's why we live here. We're here to live. We're here to take trades also. We're here to learn trades and take trades and make profits. But the primary goal, primary forecast should be family and friends and yourself. Otherwise, trading won't be fun so much. If you have someone to protect, if you have someone to care about, then you have energy to trade. Yeah, that's a source of energy and learning continuously. Consistency. All right, Marubozu, good night from Indonesia. Good to see you. Thank you for joining also. Marubozu is a term for the candlestick. If there's no wick and only body, that's called Marubozu. I think that name is coming from there. But Marubozu in Japanese is like, that means like pure bold. Like without any hairs, pure bold is like Marubozu in English. So yeah, no wicks, no hairs on the candles. Basically, that's Marubozu candle. Rasharad, thank you for joining. Yeah, nice. Good to see you. Eugene says, question, is it easier trading Forex from Dubai versus Japan? I would say in Dubai, it's much easier to trade Forex because of the time zone. Yeah, because back in Japan, when I wake up in the morning, I screen charts, but most likely I had no trends because Asian session usually is quiet. So market start to be active after 4 p.m., which is London Open. And New York Open was about like 9 p.m. in Japan time. So most likely I trade after the afternoon time or evening time. Sometimes if I had a big day in a day, I felt it was a bit difficult to trade. But here in Dubai, when I wake up, it's still Asian time, but London opens at 1 p.m. So it's much better for myself. Yeah, Santiago, good to see you. Yeah, you too. Have a great weekend. Let's learn a little bit more today. Yep. Thank you from Chile. All right, good to see you from Chile. Yeah, it's all the way in the back from Japan. So thank you for joining. Very nice to see someone from Chile. All right, Levinas, good to see you. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can pronounce it right. Stand and Ter. Hello from Hamburg. All right, thank you for joining. Good to see you, Berg. From Hamburg. All right, Jalaj says, thanks Sensei, but watching you, I think it's possible to pursue other things in life except for job with trading. So want to set up trading like you. Cheers, Sensei. Sure. Yeah. It is possible to pursue other things in life. Exactly. That's why I live here. That's why we are born, basically. Yeah, so one thing you don't want to get wrong is you're not born to trade, right? You're not here born to trade. You're not here to only trade. What you have to do is enjoy life, and enjoy life with yourself and family and friends. And to do that, you trade. So never go backwards. Even if you do any jobs, I think it will be the same. If it's too stressful, then simply stay away. If trading is too stressful, then simply stay away and come back if you can. No pressure. All right, Bassam, good to see you. And Matthew, thank you for joining as well. Ralph says, hello, Mr. K. Can Ichimoku determine whether the trend will end? Yeah. So Ichimoku, as per original Ichimoku book, it doesn't say that this is exactly the trend end, but it says this is the end of uptrend from the short to mid-term, which is captured by the Tenkan-sen cross. So yeah, let me turn to the trading view now. But before that, quick disclaimer, please, when you take trades, please do with your own risk management. So yeah, so for example, so this is one of the crypto markets that we're looking at in the GTS. But let me just delete stochastics. And so here, let's say you see uptrend, maybe here. Let me take Bitcoin, for example. In Bitcoin, it goes up and up all the way. And when the market ends its uptrend is when you see the dead cross of Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen. So after the Kumo breakout, the market has been above the Kumo. And then this is exactly when you see the dead cross Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and this is the end of uptrend in the short to mid-term. So Tenkan-sen is short-term, and Kijun-sen mid-term, and Kumo for the long-term. I mean, technically, Senko span B is a long-term. So this is the end of the uptrend from short to mid-term, And Kumo breakout is the end of the uptrend in the long term. And together with the candlestick patterns and price action and lines, it becomes even more powerful. Because in this case, when you see Tenkan Kijun-sen dead cross, you also say that there was a head and shoulders and neckline break. So at this neckline break, you might want to exit anyways. And also you see Tenkan Kijun dead cross, so that confirms you to exit here. So like this, you can combine lines and price actions with the Ichimoku, and that becomes even more powerful. Yeah, let me just enlarge, zoom in so that you can see the chart in case you're accessing from mobile. So this is exactly where I see the exit after the Kumo breakout. Alright, good to see you. And Andre T, thank you for joining. From Lithuania, alright, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's so exciting that I see many traders from different parts of the world but talk about the same topic. This is so nice. Thank you everyone. Right, let's see. Miguel says, I was thinking that too. In GMT plus 4, I get to prepare the session, and the London, New York high volume slot is much nicer. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, so right now here in Dubai, it's still 6:30 p.m. So after New York open, I can still monitor charts. And at the end of the day, after I trade, after the end of the New York, for example, sometimes I take a nice walk outside still, refresh myself, and go to bed. But when I was in Japan, after I exit the trade, then most likely I go to take a shower and go to bed. So, because by the time it was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in Japan time, and it was a bit difficult for myself to relax and to go to sleep. I might still think about the positions and exit my trades on that day. So to neutralize my emotion or brain, it took a bit time in Japan. All right, Besmir, thank you for joining from Albania. Good to see you. And Explicit, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. Calvin Fibonacci says, when will you go live on your second channel? That's a good question. Yeah, I will do it maybe tomorrow. I might be going some shopping. Monday, Tuesday, maybe I will. Yeah, for those who are new to my channel, I have my second channel. On that second channel, I talk about my experience, the journey from Japan to Dubai, and I talk something besides trading. So if you're interested, please join and watch some videos. The other day, I went to Expo and with the Japanese traditional dress. So you can see that video also on my second channel. And also, I do some apartment tour here. Oh. Yeah, let's see. And then the tour says, I'm going to short sell in all my value. All right. Yeah, so when you see bearishness, then you can sell. So in terms of Ichimoku, you cannot really capture the reversal, for example, here on this day, the 7th of December. You cannot really capture the reverse because this is above Tenkan Kijun-sen Kumo and Chikou span above the candles. So this is bullish. So the market may go up, may retrace backwards, but it may go up this way also still when you see the chart real time. But after you see Tenkan-sen Kijun-sen break, this is when you see the market is now turning bearish in the short to mid-term. And when you see Chikou at Tenkan-sen Kijun-sen dead cross, this is when the market ends the uptrend in the short midterm. So these are the places you want to exit. However, you can capture time cycles, and time cycles Henkabi could be on this day. But even so, even if this is Henkabi, you have to see the market goes down afterwards and be able to sell. Otherwise, the market may go up to the next Henkabi in time cycles. So yeah, always remember to eat only the body part and forget about the head and tail of the fish. Only eat the body part. So this is the tail of the fish, and you don't want to eat this part because this is not delicious, or the head. So only eat the body part is the key. All right, Ionas, good to see you from Greece. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the education that you are giving us. You're welcome. It's my pleasure to do this every day on my YouTube channel, because without your support, without your comments, without your participations, I won't be able to do this. So yeah, it's my pleasure to do this. All right, Apple Pie says, if Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen cross is an exit signal, can we trade it as a sell or buy signal? Okay, that's a good question. So if you see Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen did cross, I say that this is the end of the uptrend, but it doesn't mean that the market goes up, goes down from here. It doesn't mean that the market goes down after this dead cross. So in Ichimoku, when the market is above Tenkan-sen, above Kijun-sen, this is considered to be the bullish trend, bullish market. So this part, after the Kumo breakout, this part is bullish until the market breaks Kijun-sen. So this is bullish market, and this part is ranging, so you don't trade. And after the Kijun-sen breakout, Tenkan-sen breakout, this is a new beginning of the uptrend until it traces backwards. So this is a trend. So this is a trend. This one is also trending, and this one's range. And also, the market went bearish in between Kijun-sen and Kumo. This is whole time range. And when you see Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen did cross, this is also range until you see the Kumo breakout. So Kumo breakout is this part is bearish. This is trend until it breaks Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen. So this part in Ichimoku was trend. This part was trend, like this. So if you can separate whether it's a trend or range per Ichimoku, it will look like this. So you only take trades on these trending times. Never trade in the ranging markets, because the market won't go towards your direction so much. Basam says, K-sensei, from your experience in trading in Ichimoku, what is the frequency of the perfect order of either gold cross or dead cross in a month approximately? Gold cross, dead cross, the frequency of the perfect order, I would say in the monthly, if you take daily chart, that will be, it might be only 1 or 2 or maybe 3 times of gold cross, dead cross of Tenkan Kijun-sen. Yeah, so I don't really trade by gold cross, dead cross of Tenkan-sen. But instead, I capture the trending market and follow the trending direction. But there is a trustable gold cross and trustable dead cross. And that are when you see dead cross below Kumo, that is trustable. Or when you see gold cross above Kumo, that is trustable. but the market should be above Tenkan-sen or below Tenkan-sen. Then they work very well. So in this case, for example, here you see gold cross of Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen on this red vertical candle. But if you can see here, the market is below Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen. So this gold cross is fake. And you don't want to buy in this place. But if the market is above the Tenkan-sen, then this gold cross can be trustable for its continuous uptrend afterwards. So like let's say, here you see dead cross below Kumo. And there was a big bearish candlestick and that made the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen bearish. And it went down a little bit. But in this case, it went backwards very soon. And this is gold cross below Kumo. So this is not trustable. And let's see. After Kumo breakout, the market has been bearish until it breaks Kijun-sen. So this is the bearish. And also this part, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen gold cross, is the end of the downtrend in the short to mid term. But in the long term, this is still bearish because the market is below Kumo still. But in the short to mid term, it becoming flat in range. So you better look for an exit timing here around this time. And then you see gold cross again, dead cross, but the market is above Kijun-sen, above Tenkan-sen. So this cross is not trustable. But afterwards it went backwards. And then now it's ranging the whole time. So yeah. But if you see dead cross below Kumo or gold cross above Kumo, that is more trustable. All right, let me see. All right, good to see you. Alfonso, in Spain, the hourly of trade, London and New York is very good. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can trade Asian session because it's too early in the morning. Yeah. All right, Richard, thank you from Malaysia. Good to see you. And Hussein, thank you for joining as well. Carmen Fibonacci says, your background music is piano. Do you also play piano too? Oh, you mean this one over here? This one? This is not piano, this is a violin. Yes, I play the violin also, and I played one music, one tune on my second channel. So please visit second channel and watch me play violin. I played it when I was leaving Japan to Dubai. To remember Japanese memory, I played one tune, so you can watch it on the second channel. Yeah, sometimes I play music, violin, and it actually calms me down also. It's a music therapy for myself, basically. That's why I play the violin. Right, Tahir, good to see you. All right, Jim Jam says, hello, Sensei K, can we use past flat lines of Kumo, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen to trace 4 resistance lines? Yeah, you can. I mean, I think the Senko span B works the best for support resistance in the past. So like here, you see Senko span B level here, and it worked as a resistance in the future. But not Kijun-sen, not Tenkan-sen. I think Senko span B is the most trustable resistance to the future. So here too, you have this flat Senko span B, and you see a couple of resistances here too. Oh, by the way, this is Bitcoin, this is crypto, but I use the default Ichimoku, and I find it still works. So, but you can apply it, of course, in Forex, commodity, or stock market, index. Whichever markets you're using, you're looking at, same rule applies. The things I say right now today is universal among any pairs, any markets. Hello, Archibald. Good to see you. And Apple Pie, you're welcome. All right, NeoD says, after so long studying the market, it is unfortunate we are so attached to the technical analysis or fundamental analysis. One thing I know very certain, the market landscape is up to the big players, how they want it to look like, always on their advantage, of course. Yeah. So yeah, you can study Forex technical analysis or fundamental analysis, and it supports you for future forecast. But never trust is also important. No matter how many hours, how many days, how many years you spend to study these, sometimes it doesn't work. So when it doesn't work, simply you stay away. And when it works, simply follow the rules. But the more you know, the more you have trading edges, and the more you have views about the market in the bigger picture. So of course that helps. Archback says, Kay, have you come across targeting liquidity imbalances, week off order blocks, concepts that banks push the price to where the most retail money are placed? Could you tell us your opinion? I used to watch this. I used to watch the order book and also, like week off and also market orders. I used to watch these, but not anymore. Because once again, sometimes it works and sometimes the market goes against these directions. Sometimes the market doesn't reach to these levels and reverse. So, and also I want my analysis to be simple and powerful is also key. I used to use many indicators. I used to refer to many informations in the market and also newspapers analysis. I was referring to these, but now I simply use candlestick and Ichimoku, and that's it for higher time frames. So of course it's good to know more knowledge, but one thing to remember is we're not here to be proficient in technical analysis, be professional in Ichimoku, or be professional of other informations, but we are here to make profits. That's the key. And in order to make profits, you don't really have to know everything. After you gain so much knowledge, then simplify it and leave all these unnecessary informations and just pick few to trade, and that should work. But in order to use few strategies, stick to few strategies, you have to know a lot. You have to know, different informations. You have to know maybe moving average or RSI, MACD. You may want to know, these different terms, different markets, different informations, news, etc. But once you study these, then the next step is to simplify. I used to trade only with candlesticks, and it still works. If you ask me to leave Ichimoku and trade only candlestick, I think I can do it because I have confidence on these candlestick patterns and I can read charts by candlesticks only. But the reason why I use Ichimoku is that Ichimoku gives me different information, different perspective about the market. And unlike moving averages, it gives me much more information. Equilibrium and momentum and direction of the market. I get these informations by Ichimoku Kinko Hyo and time cycles also, which I cannot capture by using candlesticks only. So ever since I started to use Ichimoku, I feel much more comfortable. Even if I'm not a Japanese, I will be using Ichimoku for sure because I feel it's so powerful and it gives me different perspectives. So for example, when I see, let's say, market is bullish and N wave, in price action it's N wave, and let's say there's an engulfing breakout or doji breakout, and I can confirm the bullishness in one single time frame. But sometimes Ichimoku says stop because it's range, and then I stop, and the market retraces. So Ichimoku definitely supports me to stop trading or push me, encourage me to take a trade. When you see market is ranging the P wave, Ichimoku says up, and the P wave breakout happens upwards bullish, which I cannot capture by price action only. So yeah, so that's my opinion. I hope that answered to your question. John Harris says, most of this past week, I've noticed price within Kijun-sen when going bearish. Tracement occurs next to Tenkan-sen as resistance. Yeah, that's been a pattern, yes. And no trends in higher time frames, really. So yeah, I have been trading very slow for the last 2 weeks. All right, Nguyen, good to see you. And Jalaj, he says, Sensei, due to office timings, I can trade sometimes only around 2-3 hours before close of New York session, but I see candles are not strong. Do you have any advice to trade in that session? If candles are not so strong in higher time frames, then you can drop the time frame to like 1 hour and capture trends and then take trades. Or you start to monitor more pairs and find more opportunities. I think the solution will be one of these two. NeoD says, no matter how everyone tries, how hard everyone tries, it's only the big players will win 101% guaranteed. Okay, yeah, there are big boys, but we can actually take trades along with the big boy directions and then make profits. All right, so let me pick some other comments now. For the next 5 minutes or so, or 10 minutes or so, until the end of the live today. So let me read some other comments now. Okay. Basam, you're welcome. Archback says the data shows most of the time that price goes against the majority of retail traders. I think maybe that is one of the big reasons why 90% fails. Yeah, and also when the market goes backwards, simply traders usually don't know when to exit with a loss. And that's why 90% fails. And that is about the psychology. Yeah. So, of course, we have losses, but losses itself are not really bad. Because of these losses, we can win trades and we can make profits. If there are no losses, then there is no way you keep winning the trades. So sometimes losses are necessary to take in order for you to get the returns from the markets. And with that being said, I think there are 2 kinds of wins and 2 kinds of losses. And one is the correct win, and the other one is incorrect win, and also correct loss and incorrect loss. Or I would say good win and good loss, and bad win and bad loss. there are two kinds always. And good win and good losses are captured when you take trades based on your rules and discipline. Then these are all good trades. But let's say you just ignore your analysis, you ignore your strategy and take a buy. Could be revenge trade, but you take a buy and the market happens to go up and you make some big profits. But this is considered to be a bad win because you cannot reproduce it. You cannot reprocess the chart over and over again. That is a bad loss. So, and also bad win, right? Bad loss is also, if you don't know what you're doing on the losses, these are considered to be bad loss. So trading should be based on your rules and discipline, and it needs to be, stable. You have to follow your strategies and rules with discipline. Otherwise, you can't take trades in the same manner in the future. And I think that is also the reason why most of the traders fail, because they can't stick to one strategy at a time. When you lose, then you think that it's the indicator or it's the strategy that fails, then you hop to a different strategy. And you fail on that one, then you hop onto other strategy or indicator. And when you keep losing by using other indicators and other strategies, then you might blame about the market itself. Forex is a fake, Forex is a scam, Forex doesn't make us profit, then you leave the chart. You leave the market that way. But the reality is not true. You lose because you cannot stick to one strategy at a time. You don't backtest, you don't have any experience, and that's why. And you don't have a good risk management and psychological management. So strategy is only a very small part of the trading. Exit timing, entry timing, very, very small. Ichimoku is also a very small part of the strategy. But risk management and psychological management are two main key to success. So if you wish to learn profits, if you wish to make profits in the long run, you better study these two parts, not the strategy part. All right, Eugene says, volatility, is it possible to describe volatility in Ichimoku terms, or is it better to use traditional volatility indicators? Yeah, you can capture volatility in Ichimoku. Let's say when you see very thin Kumo, that's volatile, that's overheating market, overshooting market up and down. Or when you see the market ranges and goes up and down through the Kijun-sen, if that pips between Kijun-sen to the top or bottom is very wide, you can say that that is a volatile market. So yeah, you can capture volatility in Ichimoku in that way, but you can of course add volatility indicator to support the perspective. All right, Sinat says, hi Kei, do you have any information about combining moving averages with Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen? No, I don't, unfortunately. I don't use Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen with moving averages, so I don't have that. And I prefer Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen than moving average because it gives us more information than moving averages. Looks like moving average, right? I used to think like this. I used to think that Ichimoku, if you look at this Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen only, they look like moving averages. So I was thinking, what's the difference between moving average and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen? And the answer was in its calculation. So to make a long story short, these Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen are taking mid-price for the last 9 or 26 candles. So whereas moving averages takes the close price. So the nature of the calculation different and the nature of meaning is different. And how you can use is also different from moving averages. So never use Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen like moving average because you might fail in this way. But yeah, when I was a newbie, I was get confused. Like, these are not moving averages, so what's the point? Was my question. Until I see the calculation of these two lines. And Senko span B is also another what we call Hanne line, which takes the mid price of a certain time period to the past. Darpan says, I am very thanks to you. You are the most wonderful mentor in my life. I'm making good money with your Ichimoku and price action videos. Oh, that's good to hear. Darpan, thank you for the comment. So yeah, please be consistent and you should be good. Okay, so looks like I will be switching to Ichimoku membership live in about few minutes, but let me cover one or two comments and then end this public session. All right, thank you for the comments as always, everyone. Rudolph says, I mostly trade indices like Nasdaq, and the spikes on the New York Open tends to top me out often. Do you have advice on how to avoid it? One of the ways to avoid it is to move the stop loss to break even. By moving the stop to break even if the market reverses backwards, you don't lose. So that's one of the ways. Or simply start to watch chart after New York Open. Yeah, it happens in Forex pairs also. When London Open, New York Open, the market starts to be active, volatile, spiky. Especially if there's a big news. In the first in the morning, London, New York, the market tends to be volatile, spiky. So yeah, make sure to manage stop loss before these times open. Then it should be safe. Okay, so yeah, I guess I will end the live session for today, but I do see many more comments. So sorry I couldn't cover all the comments today, but please join in future live streams tomorrow or the day after, so that you can ask me the same question in case I wasn't able to answer these. All right, so once again, thank you for joining, and this is Saturday, so I hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope you have a good plan for the year-end, New Year with your family and friends. So thank you for joining, and for those who are Ichimoku members, I will see you on the Ichimoku membership live. We're gonna talk about I will cover chapter 6 of Ichimoku Basic Masterbook, so I will see you there. So until then, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Bye bye for now. Matane everyone. Thank you.